Hello, crafty friends. It's Amy. Welcome to my channel. I am going to show you a video on how to make some very cute pumpkins just using good old pill bottles that I been saving, and I'm just showing you. I soaked them a little bit so we could get all the labels off and make sure they're nice and clean and dry, and just using three different kinds so you can see, different ideas. Now, those plastic ones are pretty light, so I decided to go out and grab some rocks out in the yard, and I didn't want them moving around, so I decided to get my hot glue going and just glue them down so they didn't move around. The glass one was heavy enough, so I didn't need to put anything inside of that. But anything would work. Rocks were cheap and what I had on hand, but you could do whatever you wanted to. These are from Hobby Lobby, and I just thought, gosh, these are so pretty, these napkins. And so, if you're going to do a napkin craft, you always want to get it down to the first layer. This is a 3-ply. And so, just trying to work at getting that started so you can actually separate those layers and get it down to the first layer there. Okay, isn't that beautiful? So I'm just going along with this and I'm just trying to eyeball how much I need and, just kind of fitting it roughly. And if a person wanted to rip it, you could put a little water, just a line of water and it'll rip it easy. But I just wanted to get it done. So I used my scissors and cut it. Mod Podge is what I use to put on the top layer of the pill bottle. And that works great for decoupaging. And just be careful as you go along and tap it down. You can use it on top. You can do it that way. I decided to just kind of leave it with the one layer on the underside. I hope you all are having a great fall. This has been a good fall for us so far, and I just been wanting to do a video like this for so long, and here we go. So just kind of wrap it like a gift, cover it up and be real gentle with that paper because it rips so easily. All right, now we're back at doing the bottom. And again, just like a little gift, I just use my brush and just kind of flop that right over and put the Mod Podge on and just let it dry. Now, this is my idea of doing a stem for this one and just trying to use some of this leftover cardboard. We're really making this an inexpensive, cute little pumpkin. And I kind of like that corrugated edge, and that's kind of why I'm peeling that away. And when I did the first time, I discovered that it really wasn't enough for that wide opening of the top of the pill bottle. And so then I got a longer one, and I did the same thing. Just roll it up, and you can glue as you go, but I don't believe I did. I just rolled it up. Okay, this looks big enough. And then I kind of like that ripped edge. So then I'm going along and ripping that along. And then once you get it to where you want it, I just put a little hot glue in there to keep it from opening. And there, we're slipping in some glue. And have you ever seen this garland? This is from Dollar Tree. And if I see it, I tend to pick it up because sometimes they'll have different colors. I know I've got one that had like some greens, lighter greens for like springtime. This is more of a fall one. And before I put that on there, I just wanted to cover up that, I'd say the neck of the bottle. It's, still white. You could cover it up, with your napkin if you wanted. I just kind of wanted it to blend in a little better, so I'm just using the brown pretty ribbons and just going to cover that up. Hot glue works great on this kind of project because it instantly dries. This would be a great way to use up some of your scraps too on all of these little pumpkins. Think of things you could add as well as the ribbons. You could put buttons on it or a little tag, whatever you want. It's kind of fun to take some of the ribbons and match them with the napkin colors. That is what I use to kind of gauge by what do I want to use for colors, and I use what they've already done the hard work on is just somebody has already coordinated all that. So utilize what you have. And I did put a little green paint on that stem just because I kind of wanted it, to look a little more like a stem. There it is. How do you guys like that one? At first I was thinking that the stem was a little big, but now I'm used to it. But that's what you could do with that size of a pill bottle. Let's keep going. We've got another one. DIY number 2. Now I'm going to show you a different technique. This is using fabric. And this is my version of making a circle when I didn't have anything that I could use as a circle, because you could use a bowl or, a plate, a lid from something. I'm just going to kind of wing it with this one. And I'm using my nice sharp fabric scissors. It's always good to keep some of those nice sharp scissors, specifically, use them for fabric only, and that way you'll always have them. Now, this is using just another piece of like recyclables, and I think that was like a top of a pizza or a spaghetti bottle of spaghetti. And this is how I'm layering it. So that'll be the bottom, and then I'm going to make the base with the um, pill bottle, and then we're going to put some fiber fluff right in there and just simply gather it at the top. There's no sewing, none of that. Just gather it at the top, make it look nice. You could use more fiber fill if you wanted. After the fact, I considered that, but actually, it's okay. It looks fine. And then I just wrapped a little, just a ribbon around it and tied it tight. And so right now it kind of looks like a gift. So in order to make it look more like a pumpkin, then I got the jute string out, and we're gonna make that look like the top of the pumpkin, the stem. So again, tie it on and then just wrap it around, pretty tight. And you can glue as you go, to kind of keep things in place. It's always a good idea to do that. Get yourself started really good and then just wrap around and around. This one was by far the easiest. It was the quickest to do. And then using that small lid gave it kind of a bottom. And yeah, it just worked better that way. Speaking of pill bottles, did you know I have a another video. It's actually got close to 90,000 views, I believe it is. And I made some gnomes with pill bottles. And so I will see if I can figure out how to list that so you can see that as well and see what I did with that one. People seem to like that video. And I wanted to add a little button to this one. And I have these cute little buttons. This one happens to be a heart, and it's got a place for a little bit of ribbon or string. I guess it'd be pretty small ribbon. And there you go. Again, use the colors that are in the fabric and just go with it. And it all blends together and just cute, easy, and fun, and a great way to use up those recyclables. Let's do one more pumpkin. All right, here's that glass one. Now, if you want to paint on glass, I recommend that you clean it with some alcohol. And all I did was just kind of wipe it on there and let it dry. It dries really fast. And that gets away any grease or, stickiness that's already left on there. And then I like to use chalk paint. And my chalk paint is getting kind of thick. It must be kind of drying out, but it's working great. And so I believe I did 2 coats, let it dry in between, and make sure it's nice and dry when you're ready to do the next step. So here it is, it's ready to go. And another fun thing I like to use are rub-ons, and I found these in a local store. This is Graphic 45, and these are gorgeous. I used those animals on some really fun crafts. I took like a wood round, and I used them, put like the little deer on a wood round, and oh my goodness, it just looks so fun, so beautiful. So here I am. I'm just using parts of this uh, kit, and it comes with a little stick, and you just rub it into place. Take your time, do a good job, and then as you go along, you can pull that back and look and see if it's sticking down and if there's anything left on the paper. You know what I mean? So here I'm looking. It's like, okay, looking good. And if it's not, just lay it back down and keep going on it. And before you know it, you'll have it down and it'll be looking great. And there we go. I've got all of the rub on that I wanted on there. You can see it's been kind of pieced together a little bit. And then for the stem on this one, I'm just using some sticks from the yard, and I'm just putting this wire so it's, stays together. And then I did add a little bit of hot glue just so it kind of stayed together. Um, I actually have been saving old tops from pumpkins, and I can't find them. We've moved in, it's been about a year, but I don't know what I did with them. So I'm starting to save again. So if you have like a real pumpkin, you can save those tops and use them in your projects. All right, this is my thought on trying to cover up that glass neck of the jar. And just using a little bit of the thicker ribbon, and my goal here is to kind of make it blend in and so it's not so visible. And then I had that twine out, and so I'm just going to start putting some twine around it. And again, just wrapping it. Yeah, it's looking good. Just wanting it to kind of blend in with those sticks. This one would be cute too, with a little tag hanging off of it, a button, more of that little garland that I showed you earlier. You could add more to this and make it as cute as you wanted. The neat thing about these kind of crafts is, if they get broken or lost, it's okay. You know how to do it, you can make another one. I feel like people like to use, the recyclables. And so every now and then I'll think, gosh, what can I do with that pill bottle? Because that's a thing. There's a lot of pill bottles. And so I'll keep my thinking cap on when it comes to pill bottles. All right. And there it is. Which one is your favorite? I guess I'm kind of partial to this one. I kind of like that it's got the white base. It's not just a traditional pumpkin, but yet it is kind of a traditional look. And there we've got the one, and then I've got all of them. They all work for being fall related. I sure had fun making these. I hope you give it a try and make your own pumpkins from pill bottles. And thank you so much for watching my video. You have a wonderful day, and we'll see you with the next video. Bye bye, my friends.